Supreme Master Ching has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. In a recent phone call on Saturday, October 27, 2021, our beloved Supreme Master Ching spent precious time to share her love and wisdom, answering some questions that members had on various topics. Today we're blessed to present the insightful phone call entitled Free Will is to Choose the Righteous Way, Part 1 of 3 on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on October 27, 2021.
Warning, sensitive content.
Hello?
Hello, Master.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Good, very good. Thank you, Master.
Good. I'm glad we're okay.
Yes. Wonder if I can ask you some questions.
Yeah, sure. Can do, of course. Oh, it's very late here where I am, maybe a couple of hours after midnight, but still I'm ready for you to grill. It will warm up a little bit for winter.
Yes.
When you grill.
Yes, maybe wake you up.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
Tell me.
Okay.
U.S. President Joe Biden will travel to the Vatican to meet with Pope Francis on Friday.
As Biden comes under pressure from conservatives over his position on abortion. His administration has recently challenged a new near-total ban on abortion in Texas, and the Supreme Court will hear the case next Monday. Conservative Catholic media and bishops have criticized Biden for his stance, with some saying he should be banned from receiving communion, the central sacrament of the faith.
Biden will be meeting with the Pope on October 29th to discuss various topics.
Yeah?
And since, like Pelosi, Biden is a Catholic and is pro-abortion, what does Master think about him meeting the Pope?
Wow, what do I think? Why? Are you even surprised? Yes?
No.
Yeah. Birds with the same feather flock together.
Yes.
They're all politicians. I'm very surprised myself. Not because they meet each other, but even the highest priest in the Catholic system is a politician.
Yes.
Highly political. Yeah, what do you think? Can you imagine Biden goes there and then they hold hands?
Oh, yes.
Maybe kissing on the face or what else.
Yes.
Yeah, like last time he held hands with Pelosi.
Yes.
He probably will treat them with all love and tenderness and hold hands and all that.
Yes.
Oh, hold a hand that signs the death of millions of Americans. And even wants to do that abroad as well. Pay for abortion abroad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that kind of hand.
Yes.
Today, the White House issues what it calls a first ever national strategy on gender equity and equality, and repeated multiple times throughout the 41-page document its unrelenting support for abortion.
The administration really doubles down on defending Roe v. Wade, getting rid of Hyde.
The Hyde Amendment, a provision that's been in place for more than 40 years, banning tax dollars for being used to fund abortions in the U.S. Right now, both House and Senate versions of the reconciliation bill do not include it.
The bill includes funding for abortions worldwide.
President Biden has authorized the use of our tax dollars to pay for abortions in other countries. So we are taking our money and paying to kill children in developing countries.
And so I'm not surprised because he didn't even say anything about molesting children in the church, in the very holy places. Ignored them, just ignored the sin and the suffering of all the children. Young children, even as young as 6 years old.
My goodness.
A girl, yeah, if you remember the news.
Yes.
The report, yes. Last time we talked about it.
Yes, we did.
So, if he can ignore all these sinful deeds from the very holy, so-called holy priests, and now he supports abortion, condones it or supports it, then how can you be surprised that these like-minded people meet each other?
Yes.
Huh? Also, more consolidation for their power, okay?
Understand.
Yeah, what can they discuss? Discuss what? What to do next according to Satan's order? Whisper in their ears or what? Huh? Oh, yeah. Hold hands and walk together, shoulder to shoulder, despite all the pandemic with the mask mandate.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, they are hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, knitted together, joined by shoulders and hips, walking in the holy place of God's house.
Yes.
Remember, he says something to his under pastors that they have to treat them with the style of God. I don't know what God's style is, but surely God will not hold hands with the devils.
No.
God will not tell them that you are okay. I have compassion for you. I forgive you all. Go ahead, continue killing them because I will have compassion for you. I will hold your hands all the way. Huh? Tell me, will God do that?
No, for sure not.
Oh, okay. So nothing can surprise me anymore. I'm only surprised that no one else in the whole kingdom of Catholics say anything. I mean, some of them say something, but I don't know if they have any power to say anything to the Pope or to change his mind or to change the policy of the Catholics. That is rampant killing. 40 to 50 million of innocent babies die yearly through abortion.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, thanks to all these leaders and thanks to the holy of the holy Pope condoning.
Yes.
And supporting and ignoring and still ignoring the molestation, sexual assaulting from all the Catholic priests to the little babies and children.
Yes.
Not just molesting, but killing outright from the womb out already, yeah?
Yes.
And even to the day of birth. Can you see that?
Yes, I see.
So what's the use of him standing there sometimes condemning the bombing of whatever country to another country?
Yes.
And condemning the German Führer before killing of the Jews.
Yes.
What does he care anyway? He's wearing this robe which is a protective armor. Nobody can touch him. Nobody can do anything to him. So he can say anything he wants. Now you understand.
Yes.
I'm not surprised. What would you want me to say, huh?
Well, Master, when God gives us free will, why can't people do what they want, like getting abortions?
Yeah. Pelosi also defends the supporting abortion law. She say like that. But God gives us free will. I don't know why. You talk like her or you just want to understand, right?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, sure. I tell you. God gives us free will because God is not a dictator. If God is a dictator, will not be a God.
Yes.
Is unconditional. God is unconditional. But God also makes laws. Like, thou shalt not kill.
Yes.
Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not steal, etc., etc.
Yes.
Just like your country, America, is a free country.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Your country's people are free, not restricted in any way, like some of the restricting countries that we call them dictating countries or whatever you call them.
Yes.
But there are laws in your country.
Yes.
If you kill anybody, you go to jail.
That's right.
You could be even executed. Depends on what state in your country.
Yes, we do that.
So, same in the universal law. You are free to choose, but you have to choose rightly. You have to choose the thing that's holy, wholesome. You cannot harm other people. You cannot harm others for your sake. That's why it said, whatever you don't want to be done to yourself, don't do it to others.
This is the most frequently performed abortion and is used typically from 5 to 13 weeks of pregnancy. The suction machine is turned on with a force 10 to 20 times more powerful than your household vacuum cleaner. The baby is rapidly torn apart by the force of the suction and squeezed through this tubing down into the suction machine.
A late-term abortion is done in two ways, either through dismemberment or through a partial birth abortion banning where the skull is crushed, or both.
Your patient today is 17 years old. She's 22 weeks pregnant. Her baby is the length of your hand plus a couple of inches. And she's been feeling her baby kick for the last several weeks, but she's asleep on an operating room table. This is a grasping instrument. When it gets a hold of something, it does not let go. A D&E procedure is a blind abortion, so picture yourself introducing this and grabbing anything you can blindly and pull, and I do mean hard, and out pops a leg about that big, which you put down on the table next to you. Reach in again, pull out an arm about the same length, which you put down on the table next to you. And use this instrument again and again to tear out the spine, the intestines, the heart and lungs. You know you did it right if you crush down on the instrument and white material runs out of the cervix. That was the baby's brains. Then you could pull out skull pieces. And you have a day like I had a lot of times. Sometimes a little face comes back and stares back at you.
If you are a baby in the mother's womb, what would you like? Be torn from limb to limb to pluck you out? Or you want to wait until your time comes, come out, say hello to the world, and contribute and live the life that God gives you?
I would want to live.
Yes, all beings on this planet want to live. And that's why God created life. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But like everything in the material construction, it will go to the end at one time or another.
Yes.
Everything constructed by material will diminish at one time or another.
Yes.
It's just like a very strong house. Sometimes it crumbles because it's too old.
Understand.
So that is a law of nature. You're born and then you will die, but not being murdered and torn from limb to limb like that to pluck out.
Understand.
This is absolutely evil, more than evil.
Yes. Totally against what God wants.
Yes, totally. That is not free will. Free will, you have to choose what's good, what's bad. God sent His Son to come down to show you what is the way to choose, to exercise your free will, yeah?
Yes.
Thou shalt not kill.
You have called the Women's Health Protection Act, which did pass the House, nothing short of child sacrifice. What is your reaction to that? How Speaker Pelosi responded? She almost seemed to distance herself from saying you are her archbishop, and she defended her stance with free will.
Well, we all agree with that. Certainly God has given us free will, and God respects our free will even when we use it to kill the innocent. So we have free will, but the Christian knows that he or she must use the free will in accordance with God's will, which means we need a well-formed conscience in order to decide what is the right thing to do in a given situation. So it's a matter of forming the conscience properly so we can align our will with God's will and do what God wants us to do.
In every religion, all the masters say that. So the free will is that you should choose the righteous way, the right way. Whatever you don't want to be done to yourself, don't do it to others, because others also have free will to live.
Yes.
He doesn't harm you. A little baby, little fetus, what does he do to you?
Nothing.
My God, you should be happy that God gives you a little loving, beautiful being to hug, to hold their hands, to take care until she grows up to be something great in their own right. Even they don't have to be Einstein or Tesla. They can be anything to contribute to society. Because in society, we need all kinds of intelligence, all kinds of work, all kinds of contribution.
Yes.
Even laborers who clean the hospitals, who clean the hotels, who wash dishes in the restaurants, who pluck the fruits and vegetables. They're all great.
Yes.
Without them, you cannot live.
No, Master.
Without doctors, you cannot live. Without nurses, you'll be in trouble. But without laborers to pluck fruits, to clean the hospitals, to clean the hotels, you also be in trouble. There are laborers who clean the street, who take the garbage for you. These are all great in my eyes.
Yes, Master.
Because we cannot live without them.
We need everyone's contributions.
You're right. You see that?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter if they are going to be famous or, a big brain or anything. No, everybody is great. Because everybody is necessary on this planet to keep it all going fine.
Yes.
And smooth and wonderful. But we have to choose the right way. We cannot harm anyone, any animal, people, any human beings. And these are just little babies. My goodness, how cruel, how evil can you be if you kill them? And then if the government condones it and makes the law that they should do it, encourage it, you see?
Yes.
And the Pope It's supposed to be the holiest of all the holy. Yes, yes, holiest indeed. Very, very holy. Whole, like the whole.
Empty.
Empty whole, yes. It's not holy. Holy, very holy indeed. I'm so ashamed. My father was a Catholic.
Oh, I didn't know.
Christian.
Yes.
My mother, Buddhist tradition, but I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed that any church people would condone this kind of practice. My father was a Catholic,
Oh, I didn't know.
Christian, yes.
Yes.
My mother, Buddhist tradition, but I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed that any church people would condone this kind of practice. But they're working for Satan now. They're not true priests anymore. That's why.
Oh, my goodness.
Because the satanic cult is even allowed in America. And they abort babies or they kill babies to offer to Satan, to the devils.
Oh, God.
Because that's what they demand. They eat them.
Yes, I understand.
They eat the energy of the babies.
Oh.
Before they even kill adults, maybe long ago. These kind of rituals.
Yes.
They offer virgins, virgin men or virgin women to Satan, to the devil, so that they will give them better harvest or something. It's just superstition. And even if the devils give you that, why don't you believe God gives you instead?
Yes.
God created the whole creation. God created the rice, the apple trees, the mangoes, the great earth. Yeah, God brings rain, God brings wind, brings sunshine to you. Why don't you be grateful for all that?
Yes, we should.
Yeah, it is not the devil that created all this creation.
Ah, yes.
The devil is subjected to God's law as well. And then these people who worship Satan, they make him more powerful against God.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Because they want to ask favors, like make them famous, make them whatever. But that is no guarantee. Just look around us and you see how God created so many beautiful things for us.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Rivers, oceans, water, flowers, fruit, vegetables, and all the animal people to accompany us on earth and give us love and blessing.
Yes, Master.
Satan cannot create all this stuff. Even then, he has to borrow the power of God. He has no creative power as great as God.
Oh.
God is the original creator of all things, visible and invisible. All the universes belong to God's creation. We can be welcome to use them in any way we need, but not greed, not to destroy.
Ah, yes.
That's not free will. Just like in your country, you are a free country, but you cannot murder people.
That's right.
You cannot go and steal and rob and harm other people. So the same way, abortion is murder. It has to be abolished.
Yes.
Abolished completely, 100%, because it's murder outright. Murder the innocent, murder the defenseless.
It doesn't matter what you believe about abortion. You don't have the right to impose your pro-life views on another woman's body. How do you respond to that?
That's just as foolish as arguing that it's none of my business whether you beat a dog in your backyard. It's not my dog. I don't have anything to do with your backyard. If you decide that the dog is worthy of beating, what's to stop you from doing it? Am I the great moral arbiter? The answer is we make these moral judgments all the time when we see a violation of moral law, and it is a violation of moral law to kill another human being, which is why we have murder laws.
Do you know if a man comes up to a woman and punches her in the stomach and the baby dies, he's charged for murder?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maryland, along with 40 other states, have fetal homicide laws on the books.
David Miller was found guilty of shooting and killing his pregnant girlfriend, as well as the pair's child she was carrying.
That allows someone to be charged with murder, manslaughter, or feticide of a fetus in any development stage. The law excludes legal abortions.
And what does that say to you? Doesn't it say an ambiguity in our law? That the law says it's a baby and then the law says you can kill the baby?
If a man goes into a house and robs somebody and murders a man, at least that man, he's an adult, he might be able to defend himself. But the baby, how can it?
Yes, he's helpless.
And even then, the murderers or the robbers have to do time in jail accordingly, yeah?
Yes.
And they go through great lengths to prosecute him. They do DNA tests, they do the research, they get confessions, they get all the facts first before they can condemn that person and then kill him or not. But the babies have nothing, no record yet even.
Ah, yes, that's right.
It's not their fault that some people just go and do this kind of sexual stuff together, whether or not willingly, and then have the baby in and then just kill the baby just to cover up or to get rid of the evidence or just to be convenient.
Understand.
That's absolutely evil.
Yes.
1,000+% or millions of percent evil.
Yes, Master.
Free will, my foot. Whenever I talk about all this injustice and atrocities, I'm just feeling so heated inside. I have pain in the neck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have pain right now.
I hope you're okay.
I'm okay. I'm an adult. I'm a big girl. No, nothing compared to these innocent, helpless babies that have to die in such an agonizing way and anguish way without anyone to help him or her.
Yes, Master.
Can you imagine if it's you?
No, it's horrifying.
Torn from limb to limb, for nothing done to anybody. My God, you see, they're alive and they just tear them out from limb to limb like that. Yeah, or poison them to flush them out, depends.
Yes.
And even when they're born already outside up to the date of birth, they just kill them outright immediately.
Democrats to ease restrictions on late-term abortions.
When she was asked by a Republican lawmaker if her bill would allow an abortion even while a woman was in labor.
My bill would allow that, yes.
Abortion could be considered even during birth.
Legalizing abortion up until birth.
The child is an infant, is born. There's a point where the mother and the physician can decide whether to kill the infant or not.
And that is the so-called free will of the people. They are wicked people. They are so devilish. That's why I read in the news, I'm very shy to talk about it. But the research says that the sperm of the American men has less and less quality over the years. God doesn't want to give humans any more good things to atone for their being on this planet. That's what it is. They cannot explain why. Yeah, all this meat and blood eating, and all this killing in war and killing each other, murdering each other, and then massacring children for satanic rituals or for convenience.
Why not have the baby, it's her baby, and have it adopted? And so it has a loving home. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I've thought about it, but 9 months, such a long time. And
it's an inconvenience, isn't it?
Along with the baby comes late nights, giving up your life to raise someone.
Isn't that what your mother did for you?
Yeah, she did.
She didn't have you aborted, she raised you. She sacrificed some things so that you could live. In other words, you're saying a good justification for abortion is inconvenience. You want a party and that baby's going to mess up your life, your social life. Would that be correct?
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Actually touched my heart,
There's no excuse.
No.
So God doesn't want to give anything more. And that is just in America alone. I'm sure many other countries the same. It's just they don't do much research about it.
Yes.
Except the American scientists did the research about the man's sperm quality. They have less and less quality of the sperm.
Okay.
That means the person may be born with less and less capability, or less and less intelligence. Many things less.
Yes, understand.
Less healthy, maybe less quality of human.
Okay.
To be a human, I told you already before, you have to have enough count to be a human.
Yes.
And it's not enough to be a human. You have to be a good quality human.
Yes, Master.
But if you have less and less, then you will be maybe brainless or have less capability, less intelligence, and maybe too near devils or near low life quality.
Yes.
That's what I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Less quality, less and less all the time, since years. You do the research, okay?
Yes, Master.
I've seen it, but I thought it's not necessary to take that headline to send to you, but probably it's still there somewhere on the internet.
Yes, we'll look for that.
Yeah, please do.
Yes, Master.
Anything else?
Yes, actually, since Biden is going to see the Pope on the 29th, there are various American bishops who want to convene 3 weeks later.
Yes.
To discuss about communion for politicians who are for abortions.
Yes.
they want to send a message to Biden and Pelosi and others.
Yes.
Quote, that would move them in their conscience. So what are Master's thoughts on this?
Oh, God bless them. God bless these people. God bless these bishops. They should be in the Vatican.
Yes.
To control this policy. I mean, to make it better. This Pope, he's useless. He has no quality to be the head of the Church of Catholicism. No quality. Up to now, I don't see any good quality about him. He just talks. Help the poor and what? Don't bomb other people? Huh? There soon may not be any more people to bomb for him to talk big. Because they keep killing babies like this, 40 to 50 million per year.
Yes, wow.
You think we will have any more next generation left?
No, Master.
Huh? And what kind of generation will it be? What kind of world will we inherit? It's all murdering all over the world.
Yes.
Starting from the church already. And molesting teenagers or little babies in the church by their power. Yeah?
Yes.
What kind of a world we will be left with for the next generation?
Not a very good one.
No. And then besides, there will be no more worshippers for the church to donate. But they don't care. They have always big politicians to donate to them millions and make them look glorified.
Yes.
Like God on earth. When they have no brain, no wisdom, no intelligence, no compassion, no love, no kindness, nothing. Just talk. They are fake people. They're fake. The Pope is an outright fake.
Yes, Master.
If he doesn't repent, one day God will pluck him out and punish him in hell.
Oh.
I promise you, that will happen.
Yes, Master.
You see, so they don't really care much about humans or their own faithful.
Yes.
Imagine thousands of priests molesting tens of thousands of children, and they just don't do much. And just let them be, and let them continue their post. Even cardinals and bishops and all that. The bishops, they're not just normal little priests somewhere. Unimaginable, telling you.
Yes, Master.
And then make a big deal about some priest losing a few millions by some bad investment. So that means money is more important than the little children being molested.
Yes.
So you can see all they want is just money, profit and fame, position, that's all. It's so obvious, so shameful, so shameful. Make a big deal of that. All the newspapers printed about that. And they do nothing about the pain and suffering of the children, helpless children, trusting the so-called holy system. Yuck. Really very holy indeed. Big hole.
Yes.
Now you know. I don't know why people still believe in this guy. He should quit, man. He should quit. He makes such a bad example. And people trust him.
That's right.
If it's just a normal, small priest, the damage is not too bad. It's still damaging if he does the same thing, says the same stuff. But he's a pope.
Yes.
They call him a king of Catholics, no?
Yes.
Yeah, he lives like a king anyway, with all these guards and attendants and assistants, secretary or minister, this and that. Oh, God.
Yes, and so many people respect him.
Yeah, the whole world, you know. Even believers in other faiths, they still have respect for the Pope.
Yes, Master.
I did. Oh, and now I have no respect for any of them like that. This kind, he's not worth it. It's not worth it to sit there. He should quit. He should resign in shame and remorse. Go to hide somewhere in the corner and repent all his life. Maybe, if he's sincere, maybe God will forgive him. Otherwise, he'll go to hell for sure, and he will stay there. I don't know for how long, maybe forever.
Oh, wow. Maybe if he watches Supreme Master TV, then he will change.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. But even if he sees SMTV, if he doesn't have any wisdom, or doesn't have a real seed of compassion in him, or is possessed by the devils, then he's helpless.
Yes, Master.
You must have some wisdom in order to understand. Just like if you're not up to it. How can you go to college when you could not even manage primary school?
Understand.
So, I'm just praying, but I don't have much hope for these kind of people.
Many people are losing faith in the Pope and their religious leaders.
Yeah,
and
I know. Because of that, because of
Yes.
all this. Who can believe such a Pope? Huh? He's supposed to represent the teachings of Jesus,
Yes.
of compassion and righteousness,
Yes.
of the 10 Commandments. He ruined them all. He went contradictory to all that. And he's in a powerful position.
Yes, Master.
The way the Pope behaves, he really ruins the Christianity or Catholicism's reputation. Like he would make people lose faith in Christianity and Catholicism. That many people will not be able to believe in this kind of Catholic system or Christian system. It's a shame for the church. It's damaging for the church. And it's a shame for other priests under him as well.
Yes, Master.
But there are still some good pastors and priests like bishops and cardinals.
Yes. Yes, there are.
Maybe that's why people still hang on in there, because their churches are good individually.
Yes.
But the Pope, oh God, if he has any shame, any decency, he should just go away, hide somewhere, and repent all his life. And he's old already. If he doesn't think about that, then his time is up soon.
Oh.
Yeah, of course. We'll get old and die soon, no?
Yes, we do.
And he's still not repenting, not wise, then he's worthless.
Yes, Master.
Worthless for his position. Worse than common people outside. Worse than any murderers on earth. Because the murderers, they maybe murder 1 or 2 people, forced to for stealing something, or maybe defense or whatever, or maybe a handful of people that he murdered. Even the serial murderer, he murdered many people, but the Pope condones the murder of millions every year, of 40, 50 million children every year, babies.
That's unfathomable.
So can you imagine, if the law is to be just, he should be condemned also.
Yes.
Because he's an accomplice to murder.
Yes, for sure.
What's a good reason for killing that baby?
Well, define baby.
I mean, this is just an organ. It's not a living thing, you know? I mean...
Are we defining just a heart? I mean...
Would you like to see a picture of a baby? I'll show you one at about 9 weeks. Hang on a second. That's a 9-week-old baby. That's what they dismember. They crush the head and rip the arms and legs off, and that's a modern-day abortion. Did you know that?
No, I did not. So they crush the baby, rip the arms and legs off? Well, it's a living person.
It's never okay. I mean...
Have you just changed your mind about abortion?
I changed my mind. Yes. After, I mean, you put this in front of me, and it's really, it's easy for me to say, well, it's just a fetus with arms and legs, but you put this in front of me, and I could tell you that's a child. I don't think it's okay to kill a baby.
I am not afraid to say the truth, complete truth, and the whole truth, and the real truth.
Yes, Master.
If he has any decency, he should go away. Hide somewhere. Don't let people even see him. Too shameful. Too sinful.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. You will see what God will do to these kind of people. I don't have any power to do anything. But God is almighty. Sooner or later, all this sin, all this atrocity concept will get to them.
Yes.
Even just thinking like that is already sinful. Not to talk about acting out or speaking out to encourage it. You got that?
Yes, Master.
The law of the universe will never forgive these people.
They should be afraid for their soul.
of course, but they're not afraid. They're too arrogant now because many people come and talk to them and ask them for favors and fear them because they're in power.
Yes.
So I guess I'm of the very few who say things, except some very good conscientious media.
Yes, Master.
Even then, the mainstream media, oh, they're great, they're powerful. I used to like them very much. They don't say nothing about all this murdering. And they keep picking on Trump for every little thing he says, every little thing he does. And nothing harmful.
Yes.
Whatever Trump said or did, nothing harmful. Not a big deal. And they keep picking on it. And these murders of millions of Americans, they say nothing.
Yes, they don't have their priorities on what they should report.
Not priority. Oh, they just want to, I don't know, support whatever they want to do.
Yes, yes.
They don't care. They're all blind. It's just all for profit and gain.
Yes.
All for fame and profit.
That's right.
Everybody knows about it.
Yes.
But I condemn all these journalists who just keep picking on Trump for every little pickle on his face, instead of going to the real things and protecting their own co-citizens, protecting little babies.
Yes, Master.
And opening the eyes for the government and doing the truthful things, saying the truthful opinions.
Yes.
They condone murder instead. And Trump is a man for peace.
Yes, he is.
Yes, and then they keep picking on him. It's just all personal, all for gain and fame,
Yes, Master.
all profit and gain. I'm very ashamed. I used to study journalism also.
Yes.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do it because they encourage you mostly to say or to report things negatively and to, to blow it out of proportion.
Yes, to sell, be able to sell.
Yeah, but even then, Trump is not negative.
No, he's not.
So maybe they're also working for Satan.
Yes.
Satan, there are people everywhere. Even in the Vatican, you can see that.
Yes.
Oh, in the most powerful positions, they were able to etch them in.
Yes.
And all the good ones that etch out, like Trump.
Yes. Seems like Satan has his hands into the various highest places.
Yeah, of course. But it is all because of humans' sinful activities. It keeps piling up.
Understand.
Like some people, they eat meat and they say, oh, I don't get sick and all that. That time has not come.
Yes.
Or maybe they have done something good in a former life. So their merit still covered in them up. Some get it sooner, some get it later, some get it in hell. Afterlife. You see that?
Understand.
Some people are just blind. Blind, deaf, and dumb. Oh my God. Sometimes I feel so scared. I mean, not scared like... what I mean is I feel that what is so scary, so overwhelmingly scary.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes I thought I would take all of you, those sincere people, go with me somewhere on a wild island or somewhere, and then we just survive.
Oh.
We just pray, we just...
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, pray for the world and for ourselves so that we are purged out of this sinful world.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking many times. But of course, we can't afford it yet, okay?
No, Master. We have to be here to help as much as we can.
Yes, as many as we can, as much as we can, to open people's hearts and minds and eyes to see what's a real thing and what's not, what are the fake things.
Yes.
To discriminate between the fake people who always boast about compassion and love and have nothing, and do the opposite of what they said, and to know the real good people, good priests and good religious leaders, and not.
Yes, Master.
Just to talk about compassion, that means nothing. And even do the opposite of compassion, that's evil.
Yes.
I'm not afraid to say the real thing, okay? I told you long ago that I won't mince my words anymore.
Yes, Master.
Because the time has come. There's no more time to waste now, no more time to beat around the bush anymore.
Understand.
Whatever happens to me, I just have to do it.
Yes, Master.
Any more questions, Love?
That's all I have, Master.
Okay. You are happy with my answer?
Well, thank you for your enlightening answers and revealing some of the secrets in the universe on that.
Yes. I pray. I pray always before I talk to you guys, or any time, that my words may be full of God's blessing and wisdom so that it will benefit others.
Thank you, Master.
I don't just blah blah from my mouth.
Yes, Master.
I pray deep in my heart that whatever I say, it will be God saying.
Yes, Master.
God will use me, use my mouth, use my brain, my mind to help His creation. That's what I pray all the time. I don't pray anything for myself, okay?
Yes, Master.
Except if it's God's will, let me live as long as possible in this physical structure of a human body so that I can do His will.
Yes, Master.
All right, that's all.
We're grateful for God's message to us all.
Yes, that's why sometimes after I talk to you, I forget what I have said. I have to ask you, what did I say? Because it's not me who says anymore.
Yes, Master.
I give all to God to use. I give whatever in my being. That all belongs to God since long already.
Yes, Master.
Since I began this mission, I never once thought that I'm doing anything. It's all God's or heaven's direction.
Understand.
Okay, so good night.
Good night, Master.
I mean, good morning. All right, take a rest if you're tired. And then I talk to you some other time, okay?
Yes, Master. Thank you.
I like it when you just ask me spontaneously. I don't really like too much ado.
Yes.
I don't really like too much of these questions from the team.
Understand.
If there are any questions, maybe you just write it down. Whenever I happen to call you, you tell me.
Yes, Master.
I don't like that. We have to prepare and put anti-shine powder on and testing the microphone and back and forth and no, left side, right side. No, more over, more up, more up. Your face is only the chin left. I'm not a technician.
Yes.
I don't even know how to control this stuff so that my chin will come down where you want it. So like this is better for me.
Yes, this is good.
And it's more spontaneous and more natural.
Yes. People, all they need is just to hear your voice, Master.
I hope so. I hope to wake them up.
Yes, Master.
I look the same like before anyway. There's no need to always shove my face out. I look the same and they should know I'm alive because I'm still here. And my voice is there.
Yes, Master.
I don't think anybody can imitate my voice so much.
No.
No.
Unique.
Not with my temper. No. Okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
All right, my love.
Good night,
thank
Master.
you and good night. Say hello to all of you that I love so much.
Thank you, Master.
That I really appreciate you so much for keeping Supreme Master Television alive. All of you, okay?
Yes,
In-house
Master.
and remote workers. I'm deeply, deeply, humbly grateful to you. And God knows it. God knows it.
We're grateful for you, Master, to let us do this.
Yeah, thank God that we can, yes?
Yes, Master.
Thank God that we're fit enough to do it.
Yes, Master.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Master.
Good night, my love.
Good night, Master.
Good morning. May God bless us.
Yes,
May
Master.
God bless all the babies to be in the world safely, intelligently, and they will contribute to our world for everybody to live in happiness. May they live long till the day they see the world vegan, world peace. May we live until that day.
Yes, Master.
Thank you, my God. Thank you, Lord. Bless you, my Lord. Bless your heart, your compassion, so that beings on this planet won't continue hurting you, my Lord. Bless you, bless you. Bless you infinitely, my Lord. Bless you.
Remember, God, you are divine. Have a good night. Remember, God.